Hi guys, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 26th of July going through until Sunday the 1st of August 2021. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I've had a look at this week and it looks like a really fun, positive, uncomplicated week where you can just enjoy your time. And if you're able to take some time off, that's a really good idea because you're connected to other people. You're able to socialize very easily, to enjoy the good things in life. And it's really kind of like it feels a bit like a vacation this week, so it looks really positive. I'm going to give you a rundown of what's happening each day, so I'll go through each day one by one and see what the planets are doing so that you can take that energy and use it to your advantage. So starting with Monday the 26th of July, we have the moon in Pisces. The moon is what gives you a sense of ease and comfort. It's what makes you feel at home, like you can relax. And with Pisces, that's all about the imagination and spirituality and love and creativity, and it really allows you to tap into the kind of beautiful things in life, poetry and music and candlelight suppers, that kind of stuff. It opposes Venus in Virgo. Venus is the planet of love, beauty and creativity, and in Virgo it's very focused on creating order. So it's very different to the moon in Pisces because it's not musical and frivolous and hoping about the future and things like that. It's really about what have I got in the here and now, how can I organize it, how can I make the most of it and use this to get it to work for me. So with those two things, you're really able to take charge of your actual circumstances and you're able to dream about the future and what could be. The moon also sextiles Uranus and Taurus. So Uranus is the planet of the unexpected and miraculous and eccentric. So any unforeseen circumstances that crop up during the day, you'll be able to deal with them quite easily. And it also quincunxes the sun in Leo. So it's not just about problem solving, it's really about making a game of it and having a good time and doing something in conjunction with other people that allows you to shine and allows you to use your skills and expertise publicly with other people. So on Monday the 26th, you're very organized and you're able to listen to your heart's desires. So why not combine the two and really get organized about what you want to do in future and bring something into your life that you actually do desire, something that does motivate you. So think about what you can do for yourself on Monday and how you can have the best time. You find it easy to deal with unexpected circumstances as they come up on Monday, and you crave the opportunity to lead and to lead by example. So any chance that you've got to put yourself into the spotlight and to do something independently or to set the tone for other people, it's really going to benefit you quite a lot, and you may get some news and circumstances that arise from that. So if you have the chance to do that, take it for yourself and really have fun with it. It'll lead to other positive things. On Tuesday, the 27th of July, we've got the moon in Pisces still. So the unmanifest is really accessible. So if you're trying to meditate or to have some sort of spiritual connection or to feel like you're being guided and getting some information that you can use and that you can work with, Tuesday is a good day to kind of ask for that information because the moon also conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, the water planet of dreams and intuition. So everything that's happening for you internally is amplified and you're really able to engage with it very well. It sextiles Uranus and Taurus. So that gives you this amazing ability to problem solve in your mind's eye and to see anything that comes up and to immediately find the solution to that problem. And also the Pisces moon sextiles Pluto and Capricorn. So the things that you're doing at the moment, they're much more important than you realize, because by working through problems and seeing the solutions, you're actually creating new pathways in your life. And you're not working very hard at doing that, it just comes naturally. So it's easy to overlook. But if you're someone who has felt that you don't have that many options in your life, Monday and Tuesday really allow you to get on top of things or to feel like this isn't so problematic, I can deal with this, and to pick a way forward. It's really helpful. Mercury goes into Leo on Tuesday, and that's wonderful because Mercury is the communication planet. In Leo, it's confident and it's fun-loving and it's self-reliant and it's focused on bringing more positivity into the world. So you can kind of rely on yourself to focus on the positive rather than the negative. I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but when you're talking to someone and maybe it's someone new or you're having a conversation that you don't usually have, sometimes you can kind of step back from that conversation and kind of listen to what you're saying yourself. By saying it, you kind of hear it for yourself. And you can kind of get a sense of whether you're being super positive or whether everything is dreadful and negative. And on Tuesday, if you're someone who struggles with that kind of thing, or you want to see where you're at, just take a moment out to kind of reflect on what you're communicating and what you're focused on. And you'll notice that it's really can-do, kind of upbeat energy. And with that, other people are going to be attracted to you, and you'll find it much easier to complete projects. It's kind of like you're magnetic, you attract people. Mercury in Leo then quincunxes Jupiter in Pisces, and that may be another reason for this, because Jupiter expands everything and makes it bigger. And in Pisces, it's that wonderful, loving, kind of charming energy that you've got. And combined with Mercury in Leo, you'll be able to present yourself in a way that's super charming and likable. So on Tuesday, your dreams, your intuition, and your creativity, they're all incredibly strong. So it's a good day to create something on your own. You may see some sort of unexpected opportunities and circumstances that initially appear as problematic, so keep your eyes and ears open. You want to prove your expertise by connecting with the public. So you may want to get some positive feedback and have other people observe you rise above issues and problems or to resolve circumstances. You may be swept away by some sort of social event and may lose sight of your original plans or your schedule for the day. So don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get everything done as you expected it to, but allow yourself to kind of be swept away by things because it will feel really fun and spontaneous and positive. On Wednesday, the 28th, we've got the Pisces moon forming a quincunx with Mars in Leo. So the Pisces moon rules the first 3 days of this week, okay? So all of the things that are kind of fragile and important to you, you'll really be able to access those for the first 3 days. So again, if you're someone who feels like, I've lost my way, I don't know what direction I should move in, by just taking a moment to have a word with yourself, what is important to me, what makes me feel loving and alive, you'll be able to discover that in the beginning of the week here, which is super helpful. I mean, if you know that, then taking the action to make that thing real or to bring more of it into your life, that's just something that you can do. But it's the actual knowing that can be really problematic. So the Pisces moon on Wednesday, it quincunxes Mars in Leo. Mars is the male principle of ambition and drive and getting things done. And it's the red planet. In the fire sign of Leo, it's super happy because it's really able to pursue the things that it wants in a fun and kind of light way. So that really makes you very certain about what it is you want and what brings you joy and pleasure. And it also makes you certain about what you don't want. So with Mars in Leo entering the picture on Wednesday, we now have some room for conflict. The moon also goes into a fire sign. It goes into Aries at 11:58 in the morning. So now we've gone from the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which is all about the unmanifest, and we've gone into Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac, and that says, let's get things done. So it's kind of like a week of two halves here, because the first 3 days or 2.5 days, we're contemplating all the beautiful things, right? But now on Wednesday, the contemplation is over and it's time to progress and to move forward. Jupiter retrogrades into Aquarius on Wednesday, the 28th. So Jupiter, the lucky planet, appears to be going backwards, and it goes from Pisces, blowing up everything spiritual and creative and loving, and it goes into Aquarius, really amplifying the focus on ideas and communication and humanity and being an activist and doing something that's going to affect other people. So you become much more focused on other people with Jupiter retrograding. And also it means that ideas you get for your own life that stem from within, you can trust those and they're likely to be good, but also that other people can teach you things which you may not know about. The Aries moon trines Mercury in Leo and the Sun in Leo. So we've got fire, fire, fire. The Aries moon says, go and do something. It's really positive and easy and comfortable for you to take your life and to move it from this point to another point. So what I said at the beginning of this reading, where it's a great time to have a vacation and to just enjoy the moment, on Wednesday, there is the potential to say, okay, I'm going to plan for the future. With Mercury in Leo, that future involves you being at the center of everything, you taking on the position of the boss and the person being in charge, and the Sun in Leo, because you can do it. So there's amazing self-belief available to you on Wednesday, and if you've had a dream about something, but it's never materialized, try again if you want. You really have all the fuel that you need at your disposal on Wednesday. The Aries moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius, and it quincunxes Venus in Virgo. So that's really amazing, actually, because you're able to access the wisdom of the group, of society. You're able to pick the useful stuff and to implement it and to dismiss the stuff that isn't helpful and useful, because Venus in Virgo really allows you to assess things super quickly. So you're in the totally perfect frame of mind to make decisions about your future. Plus you have the self-belief to actually get something going. And you have the resources available to make a good job of it, to make a good go of it. So really everything that you need at your disposal to create appears on Wednesday. With all the watery energy of the Pisces moon at the beginning of the day, you may have disturbed sleep and feel a sense of dread. Something long forgotten may come up, asking to be dealt with. The curveball may make you feel unsettled and slowed down, especially if you have all these plans and dreams for the future, right? If you are wanting to do something and then suddenly an uncle appears from nowhere and says, you know, can you help me with my living situation? It's like, oh, okay, that's a distraction. So the message on Wednesday, even though you can do all of this stuff for yourself, it's important to give any obstacles or challenges your full attention, because you'll be able to resolve them much more easily if you focus on them completely, rather than saying, oh, okay, well, I'm in the middle of something, I'll kind of sort of look into this, then it will drag out much longer. And if you say, oh, okay, this has come up, let's deal with it and let's focus on it, you'll be able to use that fiery energy to resolve the issue and then to go back to your initial focus or your area of interest. Thursday, the 29th of July, we have the moon in Aries, now conjuncting Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer, and in Aries, it really has your best interest at heart. So you may feel very, very committed to a plan of action that you want to do something with. The Aries moon also sextiles Saturn in Aquarius, so you still have access to all these resources and the teachings of other people and their experience. So it's a great time to network here at the middle of the week. You can listen very, very well, and not only listen, but you can turn that knowledge or that information into knowledge, which you can use to improve your own life. Mars in Leo opposes Jupiter in Aquarius, and that's really fun again. Mars in Leo, I want to have fun. Opposing Jupiter in Aquarius, well, the world is big and it has endless opportunity and there's always something more to learn. And it's really an optimistic kind of holiday vibe here on Thursday. Mars enters Virgo later on in the day. So when Mars leaves Leo, it's not so much about how can I shine in the spotlight. It's much more about how can I use my intellect to make sense of things and to get on top of things. So it's much more grounded in Virgo because it's an earth sign, but grounded in its approach, because it likes to have information spread out in front of it and it wants to be able to control every aspect of life. So on Thursday, there's a sense of excitement and enthusiasm in the air, and you may have specific goals in mind. So again, deal with anything that tries to take you away from that, so you can close that off and pursue the things that you're interested in. Obligations, work, or the problems of other people may distract you, so they're the same as the day before. That's an ongoing thing. And they may impose themselves on your time. So even though you don't have a lot of patience for that kind of thing on Thursday, because you're really going for it now, there could be a conflict that you create if you try and avoid that situation or you try and ignore it. Again, it's important to face it. By ignoring it or turning your back on it, you're just creating more distractions that are going to serve to slow you down. So it's important to face anything that comes up for you if you want to manage your time effectively, rather than pushing things away and hoping that they're going to disappear on their own. That's not going to happen. On Friday the 30th, we have the Aries moon now forming a square with Pluto in Capricorn. So your actions can really have a significant influence on your life and the way your life looks. And it sextiles Jupiter in Aquarius. So implementing info that you've been working on the whole week and now doing something about it can really change your life, or anything that involves communication. So, a new position in an organization or a group, or a new course that you're taking. Venus in Virgo quincunxes Saturn in Aquarius. So you're very, very teachable on Friday the 30th. So it may be in your interest to look at what you still want to learn and what's interesting to you, what is out there, and how you can use it to your own advantage, or to take ownership of it. So, if you learn about nursing, then you're taking ownership of that skill, and then you'll be able to help other people with it. It's really that practical. The moon enters Taurus at 8 minutes past 10 in the evening. So we're getting even more grounded and focused on what is and how you can make the most of it now. The Taurus moon then trines Mars in Virgo. So the focus is very much about, I want my life to be good and settled, and I want to know what is going on at what time. And we had a lot of unexpected stuff earlier in the week. So we're shifting gears here from one of being carefree and adaptable and rolling with things as they come in, to Friday really saying, I want to get out my slippers and my comfortable little couch, and I just want to sit there and relax. It's very different, okay? So with the moon being in Aries for the majority of the day, you may still feel a sense of competition early on Friday, and you may want to apply for different things like a course or a job, or pursue something that seems really interesting to you. And then you may find that other people are also interested in that, and you may feel quite intensely about it, okay? The other thing on Friday, with all this energy going on, I don't think you're going to feel particularly seen or heard or appreciated, and you may want to overcompensate for that feeling by becoming very loud and very direct. So instead of doing that and trying to make an impression on other people, look for constructive changes you can make in your own life, and use your critical insights to make changes, especially in the area of health, environment, and career. So it's an interesting day, Friday, because it gets a bit complicated. Saturday, the 31st of July, the Taurus moon squares Mercury in Leo. So I know what I want, I know how I want it, and I know what I want it to look like. Me. It also squares the Sun in Leo, Saturn in Aquarius. It trines Venus in Virgo and conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So we've got a pretty full house here on Saturday. So the Taurus moon gives you an appreciation for nature and beautiful things in your life. Mercury in Leo, how can I use this beautiful environment to actually have some fun? The Sun in Leo, I am the king of this environment, and how can I bring other people to share the fun with me? Saturn in Aquarius, we're all on the same page, we understand each other, it's a good time to connect and to share ideas, but through fun, not through teaching. Trines Venus in Virgo, the things that we do when we're having a good time on Saturday, they will trigger off genuine, practical, and useful insights, which are much more serious in nature. So you learn through play on Saturday, the 31st, and conjunct Uranus and Taurus, by doing something that's positive and fun, where you can laugh and just enjoy yourself. Suddenly you have a really serious realization that can really have ripple effects in your life, because it changes everything. So it's important to tap into the fun aspect of life on Saturday if you want to get something serious out of it. It's kind of counterintuitive, because you'd assume that if I want to be serious about my life, then I've got to get serious. But no, on Saturday, by having fun and by being frivolous, you get something serious. So on Saturday, it's a great time to have some leisure time for yourself and to enjoy beautiful things that the world offers, like a beautiful spot in nature, or you want to enjoy some good company, or just some type of leisure activity that you enjoy and that makes you happy. So it's a good time to really enjoy the vacation energy of this week and to say, do you know, all these things that I've got in my life, I've got because I've made good decisions in the past. And I'm going to celebrate my ability to make good decisions and to have all of these things. So it's really, Saturday is an uncomplicated day of fun that's super positive, where you can have really wonderful experiences that you'll remember for years and years to come. And those beautiful memories can lead you to something helpful and concrete and serious. Finally, on Sunday, the 1st of August, we've got the Taurus moon now forming a sextile with Neptune and Pisces. So if you're an artist or a psychic or a composer, this is the day for you, because the words and the music is just going to flow. And it trines Pluto in Capricorn, so you can really create something that's life-changing. The Sun in Leo conjuncts Mercury in Leo, so the sense of confidence and self-belief that you can control things, which is accurate. You can make different decisions and they're going to make your life look different. But also an appreciation just for fun and to live in the moment and to enjoy good things in life. And the Sun in Leo and Mercury in Leo, they oppose Saturn in Aquarius. So the rules aren't so important today. It's much more about having a personal experience, which is just for you. Mercury in Leo opposes the Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, so that widens the gap between a personal sense of being carefree and what other people may expect. So there's a bit of distance for the first time the whole week between you and other people on Sunday, because you're kind of protective of what's going on for you. Venus in Virgo, quincunxes, Chiron in Aries. So it's because it's interesting because it's similar to beginning in the week where you were able to make all this progress, but other people were trying to distract you, right? Whereas here on Sunday, you're not so willing to face the challenges that are coming up. You're much more inclined to put up a boundary and to not answer the call, or to not speak to that person, or to just turn your back on it and to ignore it, which isn't ideal, because if you tackle something head on, usually you can solve it much more easily. But on Sunday, if you do decide to just put it aside for a moment and to procrastinate, the effects aren't going to be as negative. So you don't have to be on your A game as much by the end of the week. So on Sunday, you're not just creative in terms of the imagination. You can use the same creativity when you look at your life and you see what improvements can be made. You're able to network very easily, and you have a great sense of optimism for the future, unless someone is really presenting you with something that is off topic or that would distract you. Then I think you have very little patience for it on Sunday. You do have great self-belief, and you can create a new chapter in your life that brings about new circumstances of which you've been kind of hoping and dreaming for the majority of the week. You're reasonable in your expectations, and you can trust your future plans. The things that you're thinking and dreaming about, they're sensible and they're achievable and they're doable. So commit to them and go for it. So it looks like a really fun week. It really does. I hope this gives you something to go on. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll speak to you next week. All the best.